Bonsoir. How are we all? Right, folks, today checking out a comedian. Let me just make sure I'm pronouncing this right. Joe Dombrowski. He's one of the quickest, sharpest comics out there. He's high energy, openly queer, and absolutely fearless on stage. So he's going to be absolutely ripe for our reaction tonight. Since it's Pride Month, this clip is called "Going to Work on an Edible." I think we all know my proclivities. This should be interesting. Not that I've ever been to work on an edible. I wouldn't do that. Oh, no, honestly, I wouldn't. So let's see what chaos he brings. Let's go, Joe.
I decided, too, that when I become a dad, I'm not going to smoke weed anymore, but I'll eat it.
Did he say become a dad?
I don't know. I love
Unless he's adopted.
edibles. If any of you here don't do edibles, edibles are just an Amelia Bedelia story.
A what?
Right, the first 7 pages, nothing really happens, and then out of nowhere, she's on the moon. Starts rearranging her furniture, talking to her cat, and I can't get enough. Nom, 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 love them. But I would never do edibles and go to work again.
No, he's right. Well, the first times I had edibles, I thought, oh, this is fine. And I may have smoked some as well. And then it just felt like it felt like Vinnie Jones had just come and proper Brexit tackled me. Because my legs just went from underneath me. I had to hold myself up on the countertop.
I can explain, okay? When I first moved to Seattle, I didn't realize that they can't handle snow. Like, one snowflake falls from the sky and the whole city says, shut this shit down! So I get used to that after some time, okay? And I remember one morning when I was teaching kindergarten, I woke up, I'm brushing my teeth, I look out the window, I see a couple little snowflakes fall from the sky. I say, what a beautiful opportunity for a wake and bake. So I pop me an Eddie Betty, and I sink into my couch. And I'm watching the news, and there's that little ticker tape at the bottom of the news with all the schools.
Oh, he was waiting for the snow day report, weren't he? And it didn't come. Oh, fuck.
That are closed. And it says, this school, no school. That school, no school. Joe's school, 2-hour delay, which is just enough time for an edible to craft a full fucking narrative and sink itself into your brain. Now, I don't know if you've ever taught kindergarten on edibles before, but in case you have not, let me be the one to tell you, it's the same. The exact same, the same. Because on a normal, unedible day, you could look into a room of 5-year-olds, pick any one of them and say, hey, if I have 2 apples and one more apple falls from the tree, how many apples do I have now? And they'll look right back at you, and they'll say, do you have games on your phone? Are you on edibles? What?
Oh my god, this is 11 minutes long. We're only 3 minutes in. Oh my god. This is fucking great.
So listen, I was out of sick days, so I went to work. Sue me. So I get there, and they always tell you as a kindergarten teacher that you should stand outside the classroom in the beginning of the day to greet the kids as they come in to set up the day for success. A successful day of what, you ask? A successful day of fuckery. Okay, I'm standing outside the classroom, all right? And I see the first 5 kids enter the building. And right as they turn the hallway, my edible decided to start the journey. And she chimed in and she said, "Greet the children in an accent." And then they started to run. And I could not pick an accent fast enough. I looked at these kids and I just said, "Hello!" I don't know why I decided to choose Mrs. Doubtfire. It was just like Robin Williams came inside me. It was just, that was a weird. That was weird. What I did was weird. That was a weird thing. It was a weird way to say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I bring all the kids in for morning meeting, which that's just kindergarten kumbaya. And I sit them down, and when I'm high, I get very good ideas. I call them my ideas. And on this here day of the
I'm
Lord
stealing
Jesus,
that.
I got one of the best ideas I've ever gotten in my entire life. I invented a game that I play with the kids, and if you connect with this, feel free to take it. It's called Tell Me Everything. About your parents. It's so good. And on this day, I had a kid raise his hand and he goes, my basement daddy. Let me stop you. Let me stop you. I know you just moved here from Salt Lake, but keep it down. And then I had 2 kids with same-sex parents, 1 kid with 2 dads and 1 kid with 2 moms. And all the kids called her moms the beautiful mom and the mom with spiky hair. And that's not funny. I had to sit them down one day and have a talk with them. And I said, you guys, we are a classroom built on equity and equality. And this is not right. Okay, we're gonna change their names. It's the beautiful mom and the mom who goes fishing.
What?
And then the kid with 2 dads, he raised his hand and he goes, my dads were so excited last night. They were up all night screaming, giving each other high fives. And I was so high that I did not know what to say to this kid. So I just looked at him in his face and I said, I know. I was there. And then I had this one little kid in my class. Well, you're not allowed to say if you think the kids are gay, so I never did. I just called them dandelion pickers. And I was pretty sure this kid was, because his name was Leonardo, so we were already halfway there. But, never judge a book by its lisp or whatever. So on the first day of school, I always let the kids choose their nickname for the school year, and Leonardo told us that he wanted his nickname to be Ambiance. And that was hard for me, because I wanted to be Ambiance. But I had so much fun with that nickname, though, because whenever I'd call on him, I'd hype up the class, and I would just say, ladies and gentlemen, get your $1 bills ready. Welcome to the stage, Ambiance. Shwam! But I didn't do the death drop because teacher health insurance is questionable. And he loves scissors. Shout out to the lesbians. Loves scissors. He loves scissors so much that one time he snuck a pair of safety scissors out to recess with him. Recess, or as I call it, the field of no fucks. Which you can abbreviate that, by the way, to the FONF, the FOMF, because apparently you can't say field of no fucks in an email. Who knew? Not me. Anyway, so he's out there at the FOMF having a FOMFing good time, and he comes back in with 5 of his best girlfriends because, duh. And they were all sporting their brand new asymmetrical mullets. It's like ambiance and the holograms just waddled up into my class. I did not know what to do, but I knew I had to call his mom. I picked up the phone. She was panicking. She said, no. I go, yes, we have a problem. She goes, he's gay. I go, we have 2 problems. He's bad at it. Okay, if we're ever gonna get this boy ready for the 5th revival of Queer Eye, he needs to know how to do a proper balayage beach wave. Okay, so I'm at morning meeting, high as fuck, and ambiance.
I'm sure we haven't even got past morning meeting yet.
He doesn't raise his hand. He just like walks at you and speaks. Now, what I didn't tell you about him is he is Mexican, and that is not funny, but okay, racism alive and well in Eugene. It is funny when I tell you that he exclusively speaks in a British accent. So when I do this impression, I need you to picture me as a 5-year-old British Mexican drag queen. I'm so high, and out of nowhere, he comes up to me and he goes, Mr. D, when you're sitting around a campfire, do you think that the trees around you are sad? And then my edible was like, sail away, sail away, sail away. I still think about that. Like, whenever I'm with my friends and we're at a fire, any kind of fire, a bonfire, a campfire, a firefighter, I will stand up, I'll look at everybody, I'll be like, you guys. Now all my friends call me the Lorax, it's crazy.
Don't get it. But, oh my word. I haven't laughed like that in a long time. Joe, you are coming back, son. Your timing, you are just... I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Shit, now I want to go to work on an edible. No, Stevens. Drop a link if you want me to react to more of him. To be honest, I don't care whether you do or you don't. I'm going to be reacting to more of him because that was only a month ago, and there's a few more clips. Ooh. Oh God, I'm gonna have fun editing this now, aren't I? Suppose I better get to it. Take it easy, folks. Stay safe. Toodles.